The Sign of the Times, episode 78, from an undisclosed park entrance where there's white posts. There's one too. So, for the people that love the snaps, business card of Casey Carlisle, whom I love. I do. NWA World Women's Champion. The Twitter, where you can follow me, but not literally, because that's creepy. Nearly to 180 followers. Nearly. That close. Just that close. Perhaps by Sunday I'll have it. Or perhaps not. The Facebook, the forum string, the YouTube, which you might be watching right now. Right now. Casey Carlisle, NWA World Women's Champion, having a spring clearance sale. Spring clearance sale. You need to buy 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 copies of these. Because you got stuff you got to give gifts to. Bar mitzvahs, anniversaries, birthdays, Halloween. Send one to Obama for President's Day. They're great for all your gift-giving needs and occasions. Let's say you got a brother and he's going to have a birthday, I don't know, on May Day. You order 4 or 5, you send one to him. Perhaps you put it in a top loader, perhaps a frame, but you send it. Unless it gets jacked in the mail. Then you can't send it because it's been jacked. And you got to wait on another copy. Apparently sometimes that happens, but still, 60, 70, 80 copies of Casey Carlisle pictures, not inappropriate at all. And brought to you today by The Hardcore History, the extremely unauthorized story of ECW by Scott E. Williams. Foreword by Shane Douglas, the franchise. And brought to you by Ricky Ruckus, the HPW heavyweight champion, and apparently now the former U.S. champion. Although he didn't get pinned. Eric Draven got pinned. Cost him his belt. He's probably mad. Probably really mad. Probably looking at girls' feet right now, all mad. But that's Ruckus. And brought to you by the Wyoming Cowboys, where the men's basketball coach is Larry Shyatt. They've been to the NIT 3 straight years. Go Cowboys, apparently. So, this coming week, busy week, on Sunday, the Stomp Out Cancer Benefit preview. Have no idea who's going to be on it. Haven't been told. Don't know. But apparently we're going to preview it. Maybe we'll find out the matches, the ticket information, what they're going to be doing. Apparently you can win a date with Ricky Ruckus there, from what we were told the last time. So if you're like a questionable guy and you got nothing going on, you can bid $2, I think, is the top bid now. You can win a date with Ricky Ruckus. Apparently. So, we'll find out who's going to win the date with Ricky Ruckus, possibly. Might be QT. He was in the running at one point. I believe he wanted to go bowling after a Waffle House. I'm not sure what kind of bowler Ricky Ruckus is. Apparently he might be good. I don't know. Monday, I don't really have much going on. Tuesday, if Blog Talk Radio has worked out all the problems and the technical difficulties that robbed Stevie Jonak of the lounge last week, and shame on you, Blog Talk, shame on you. We have Houston Carson of the NWA coming on the program. He'll be there to discuss NWA and probably wrestling in general on the lounge. Wednesday, I got a flight. I'm going on tour. Well, Wednesday, headed out of town. Thursday, I'm going to be dining at Abdullah the Butcher's House of Ribs and Chinese restaurant. Abdullah, I'm coming for you, sucker. Gonna be having some barbecue-ish type treats, apparently. Maybe I'll get hit with the fork. But I won't steal a fork, so Abdullah, don't look at me. I'm not gonna take your silverware. I'm not Diafula Dabashi. Be stealing from you. He's probably got 10 forks in his trunks. All from your place. I hate to imagine his silverware bill in a given year. It's got to be astronomical. But I'll be there. Then I'm making a beeline to Alabama, so I'll hit 2 states that day. I'm on the lookout for Lash LaRue. Lash LaRue living in Oxford, Alabama. I'm going to be searching for him. I might run into him, buy him a cup of coffee. I'm hoping to. Thursday, headed up to the state of Indiana. I'm going to be taking the hosted lounge to a bruiser wrestling event, apparently. On that show, Slim Trimmins, who is rejoicing over the return of the Twinkies, Troy Miller, who once wrestled as Top Rope Troy for Dan Garza at the PWI, and Missy Liz, all going to be there. All of them going to be there. And I understand that the filming of The Sign of the Times is going to take place from that arena. That should be one tremendous episode. Might be the greatest episode in the history of this show. Not that it would take a whole lot, but it might be the greatest episode we ever filmed. Ever. We might peak at that episode. Or this episode, who knows? And Saturday next week, I'm on my way to Corbin, Kentucky for Pro Wrestling Freedom, where I'll be counting some pinfalls, checking for a few submissions for the fine people at Pro Wrestling Freedom. Looking forward to meeting those people. People like Gregory Iron, Mickey Knuckles, Jason Kincaid, Kyle Matthews, their new champion, John Buller, the promoter. Looking forward to meeting the fine people at PWI. So I'm on my way there next Saturday. Next Sunday, I will be at an undisclosed promotion whose initials are the exact same ones of a company that Bill Watts once ran in the mid to late 80s. Exact same. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to speak on that promotion, but that's where I'll be. Same as Mickey Knuckles. And also, while I'm gone, Friday, T-Rex going to be on the show. QT going to handle the show. Thez help you, T-Rex. Thez help you. And next Sunday, Kevin Brandt going to be on Turnbuckle again. Thez help you, Mr. Brandt. Can't be responsible for QT's comments, concerns. Focus on your thoughts on the Kelso bowling scene. So if you get 30 minutes of bowling and Kelso questions, shoot your complaints to QT, folks. Not me. And also, I believe you're owed a fruit pie. You could discuss that with QT. If you want lemon, you demand lemon. If you want blackberry, you demand blackberry. Don't let them try to just give you any old fruit pie. But I believe you're owed one from like a year ago. So, to review and recap, from an undisclosed park entrance where there's white posts. And Ricky Ruckus apparently lost his U.S. championship, but he's still the HPW champion. And he might win a date with QT to go bowling in the Waffle House. Ricky Ruckus probably loves him a waffle. Probably gets like the pecan waffle. So, Sunday, the Stomp Out Cancer Benefit Show preview. Have no idea who all will be on there. Maybe a lot of their talent will call in, maybe none of them. I don't know. Not been told. Monday, not a lot going on. Tuesday, the lounge. If Blog Talk doesn't screw us up again, like they did last week. Blog Talk. Houston Carson to the lounge. Wednesday, catching a flight out. Thursday, Abdullah the Butcher's House of Ribs and Chinese restaurant. No fork stealing, not like Dabashi. But I will also be on the lookout for one Lash LaRue in Louisiana, in Alabama. I believe he is in Alabama, where I will be looking for him. So if I spot him, I will update you in episode 8. Friday, going up to the state of Indiana, grabbing to host at the lounge, and we're going to go to a Bruiser wrestling show. I've never been. I know you might think that's hard to believe, but I've never been to a Bruiser wrestling show, ever. Not even once. New experience. But Troy Miller and Miss Liz and Slim Trim is going to be there. Going to be a good show, I think. Just on the basis of that. Friday, that's what's going on. Saturday, PWF, Pro Wrestling Freedom in Corbin, Kentucky, where I might have a sports entertainer, formerly of OVW, as my travel partner, or I might not. Who's to say? Sunday, promotion in Kentucky, in Georgetown, whose initials I may or may not be allowed to say, but Bill Watts ran a company with similar initials in the mid to late 80s. And Mickey Knuckles will be there. So,
That's pretty much episode 78.